In my last video we created a community-based total conversion mod, and today we're expanding it. After creating the kingdom of Noros and its surroundings in the last episode, it was time to take a look at your ideas again, and you guys went crazy with it. I had so many to pick from and already got my hands on a few very good ideas coming in the next videos. For this episode I went with this chonker of a comment from Iskal. I mean, look at all of this detail. At this point, a huge shout out to the members of my Discord server who helped me building this world, especially Pubby and Clouds of Steel. Together we created this map to show you a few of the upcoming nations and give you an idea of what the world currently looks like in our head. They also created a WorldAnvil page, so check out that lore and take a look at the already accepted entries there. But this right here is going to be today's nation, Tasz. Again, I started by doing a bit of terraforming and terrain painting and then added the provinces to the map. Iskal wanted a hot and arid desert with underground hidden water sources which can only be seen in the hilly duchy of Nagikosh, in which the tasz, which is the name of these people, found a way to use the water to create oasis-type settlings. Next I added all of these landed titles and gave them the proper localization. Addressing the culture, the tasz were led to the desert by a prophet long ago and adjusted to the harsh climate by developing the dryland dwellers tradition. Wisdom and knowledge is an important part of their lifestyle, as it takes some brain to extract water off this dry desert. With the philosopher culture and storytellers tradition, they pass their knowledge from generation to survive. Speaking of surviving in an environment like this, the an eye for an eye tradition underlines the harshness of their lifestyle. The religion of the tasz is called Salar-uk, meaning path of the stars. It expands on the culture using the astrology, ancestor worship and esotericism tenets. The stars, as an overseeing and ever-present deity, lead the tasz through the desert, and the same stars will lead their grandchildren as well. However, the religion is without a single religious head, ever since the great Iskal, yeah, I see what you did there, buddy, who once led the tasz through the wide and dangerous desert, died. This is where I added my first special building. His only remain is the palace of Iskal, the only holy site for the tasz people, a once flourishing oasis which ran dry. However, his palace still remains the most important piece of this desert and would be the only valid option for a capital should the kingdom of Tasz ever be created. This special building gives you a prestige boost, extra fort level, extra learning and a little bit of renown. Not far to the west, in the blessed hills of Nagikosh, a second palace is located, the Naghaki Palace, presenting the center of the high developed duchy with access to water. Ruling over this palace gives you a small tax boost, also fort level, and expands your supply limit and renown. To create special buildings, copy the buildings folder from your base game into common, and then open the special buildings txt. In here you can create a new entry and start with your building name, in this case Temple of Iskal. Here you can set your construction time. You can also assign a custom icon which you can find here. Interface, icons, building types. When you edit these in Photoshop, make sure they are nearly pitch black and save it as a DDS with these settings. And now the most important part, your modifiers. By pressing the dot here, you can see all the possible modifiers that you can select. Just choose the one that you want to select, for example Marshall here. And then type in 1 if you want it to be increased by 1. These can be divided into character modifiers and county modifiers and a whole lot of other modifiers as well. When you're done with that, define the building costs right here. Save your file, and now let's add it to your province. For that you go into your history folder and open the provinces folder, go into your txt, select the province that you want the special building to be located in, add a date, which should be ahead of the start date, and add an effect in here. Now you can add a special building slot This just means that the special building can be constructed in this location, but is not yet. If you want it to be constructed already, you have to add another date and add the special buildings modifier and hit save after that. Now don't forget your localization files, and voila, you have new special buildings in your map. Now concerning characters, we once again start by creating our ID, and we continue by giving it a name. If you want to make your character female, you just type in female and end with yes, otherwise just leave that. You can also assign a special DNA entry. For that, just create your ruler in the ruler creator and export the DNA to your DNA txt, located right here. Now put all of the juicy DNA in here and give that DNA a certain ID. Define female and give it an age. Now you can just paste that ID in here, give your character a dynasty and all the stats that you want them to have. This right here is your religion, your culture and the traits that you want your character to have. If you want your character to have a specific father or mother, you can do that right here. And all the other options, once again, press dot to see which options you have. For example, I want to add prowess. So let's type in 16 to save that. Now if you want your character to have a friend or rival, you can add it via an effect. Give it a date and an effect and then set relation friend. You can give it a reason if you like, and then the target, which is this character right here. To assign your character to a specific title, open the title history file and paste in your character ID to the county, duchy or kingdom that you chose. And so here we are, this is the kingdom of Tasz. Don't mind these awful looking borders right here, it's a work in progress. Right here is the kingdom of Noros that you remember, and the kingdom of Kemiren. And if we go over here, the kingdom of Tasz, located next to a mountain range, which is not yet implemented very well, as you can see. But it is located in a desert, which we can see right here. And yeah, let's take a look at this thing. We have the kingdom title of Tasz, which is uncreated, and the duchy titles of Ishkali, Nagikos, Ostorg, Kula and Strzelana. The realm capital is actually right here in Iskali, actually in the duchy, in the county of Tashkiri, Tashkiri. And in the duchy of Nagikos, we have the oasis type holdings, which are these three, which contain the other special building, the Nakaki Palace. As for characters, right here we have the Duke of Ostorg, which is Rastoban of Ostorg. He currently has 5 daughters and no male heir, and is already 45 years old. And in order to get his duchy title, he had to kill a man, which was the father of this young man right here, Kushandanj. When Rastoban killed his father, Khan and his brother Aschan managed to flee the country and seek shelter in the duchy of Kula. 5 years after that, Khan actually inherited the duchy of Kula and is now its ruler, neighboring the realm of Ostorg of Rastoban, and is seeking to settle the conflict and take revenge together with his brother for the death of his father. As for other rulers, we have a lot of Tashjok rulers here. In the north we have a mountain range which separates the desert from the other regions of this area. And right here are mountain ranges too, which have to be edited, as you can see. But for now, this is the region of Tasz. I actually had a lot of fun terrain painting this one and creating this area with the oasis type holdings. I really like it. I hope you guys like it too. 3D modeling and terrain painting is actually a quite difficult job in this game. I think you guys are gonna have a lot of surprises playing this map. I really hope that you enjoy it as well. Feel free to let me know in the comments if you think that I made the right choices with the idea of Ishkal. So yes guys, this is the not yet created kingdom of Tasz, with a custom religion, culture, characters and special buildings. It has been a great pleasure to create it, and I love how we already created such a nice community. Drop your ideas, you might have to be a bit patient to see them in game, and please leave a like and subscribe. I am looking forward to the next release already. Bye you guys!